welcome back. This time I'm going to talk about the another question of momentum, which is a good problem. If you know about this problem, you can calculate any kind of problem. This is the question. If you want to take note or take a picture, whatever you like, you can do it. Before we start. Okay. Move a little bit. Alright. So the first of all, I'm going to read out the question. The question is to make a bounce pass a player through a 550 grand of the basketball toward the floor. Okay, and then the ball hit the floor with a speed of 5.5 meter per second at an angle 60 degree. Okay, to the vertical. If the ball is rebounded with the same speed and the angle, so what was the impulse delivered to the ball by the floor? Okay, the question is asking the impulse, and what was the average force of impact exerted on the ball during the time 1/800 per second for the contact. Okay, so first of all, we're going to draw a vertical picture. Okay, so this is the ball. This is the ball before hitting, and this is the ball after hitting, and this is the ball before hitting. Okay, if the ball is bounced, it's gonna be like this. So this is the 60 degree. This is also the 60 degree. Okay, so we're going to draw a separate picture diagram for this, and this. Okay, so this one would be, we're going to give V initial. This is V initial and this is V final. So when you see this one is, if you flick this one, this line is going to be y-axis and this line x-axis. Okay, just imagine you flip what you think. Okay, but usually what we know is x and y component, right? And this is y component and this is y x component. If I draw like this is gonna be y and this is x, but in here it's not, it's the opposite. Okay, so this one will be x, this one will be y. Okay, so, and also there's an angle here 60 degree, also they have an angle here 60 degree. I just separated. So if this one would be y-axis, so that would be vi sine 60. Okay, this one would be vi this is x, so cos 60. This one is vi this one is vf because it is the final. Okay, vf this one is sine 60 and this one is x, so this will be vf cos 60. Okay, it's going to be like this. So after that we're going to write an impulse formula. Let me, where's my cheat sheet? I think my cheat sheet is missing. Oh, here. This is my cheat sheet. So the first question A is want to be impulse, right? So we just use this equation, the impulse formula. So because we know the initial and we know the final, so that's why we can use this equation. So I will write with this. So we're going to write for ix. Okay, so here ix is equal to p final minus p initial. So for the x's, what's p final? And x is x here. A is x and p final is always mvf minus mvi. It's very simple. If you want to find m, it's going to be x into velocity. Okay, and what we got here is, so we just take the m out, and vf is here. So vf sine 60 degree minus vi is vi cos 60 degree. This is for the x. And then this one will be, so I think I make a mistake in here. I'm going to remove this. Okay, so then in here I change the direction of here. This is always on the x-axis. This is x, this is y, but the only thing changes is here. Okay, so when we see we just trash m, and when we see from the vfx is fx is here, so vf sine 60 minus vix is here, vix is vi sine 60. So that's gonna be like that. So this is gonna be like 0. So because it's sine 60 and sine 60 is trash, and is 0 into m is always 0. Okay, so and also for y is here pf minus pi. Okay, it's the same thing, mvf minus mvi. And just write it down is y. Okay, I'm going to extract m and vi. Okay, so vf1, this is vf1 is here, so vf cos 60 minus vi1, this is gonna be y, so vi this one is cos 60, which is equal to v v cos 60. This is I1. Okay, in the I1 in x6, I1 in here, so this is gonna be like this ball. Okay, after the ball, there's gonna be have a before and after is combined together. Okay, that's why we write this. They have two situations here. The first is going to be bounce and before and after. So that's why we write it 2mv cos 60, because it's happened 2 times. Okay, so and 2 into where's m? M is here, mass is 750 gram. We're going to change the kilograms, so it's going to be like 0.75 into v, velocity of 5.7, 5.7 into cos 60. Let me calculate cos 60. Cos 60 is 0.5. Cos is 0.5. So when we calculate this, 2 into 0.75 into 5.7 into 0.5, which is equal to 4.275 is Newton per second. So we got iron. Okay, so the first question was done. Okay, so we're gonna calculate the second one in here. B. Okay, to find the area of the force. Okay, when to find the force, force is equal to, no, we need to use the impulse formula. I is equal to F by T. Okay, so F is equal to I is equal to, sorry, this equation. Let me write it here. I is equal to F into delta T. Okay. Oh, I think it's the same thing with here. So just write down I is equal to Ft. So we want F, so I by T. Okay, so impulse is 4.275. T is the given 1 by 800. Okay, so when we find this, so we got 4.275 divided 1 by 800. So the answer is 3420 Newton. That's the answer. This is the final answer for this one. Okay, so I hope you guys can understand about this. This is like a little bit tricky, but it's a really good one, the good question for your exam. Okay, if you have any question or any confusion, just ask to ChatGPT or your professor, whatever you want. I'm just sharing my thought, and I'm sharing my my answer. So I'll see you in the next video.